We started 25 years ago, precisely 23rd August 1993. At that time, there were only few schools in the vicinity. So we started with 5 pupils and 2 teachers, one doubling as a cook. Over the years, we have expanded and been able to employ about 100 staff, non-teaching and auxiliary staff. And we have an enrollment from early childhood to junior high 3 of about 824 students.
Here in Crown Prince, we strive to run an excellent educational institution that shifts the focus from theory to practice. We believe our children should explore other activities and engage with other students as well in order to broaden their mindsets. So Crown Prince Academy encourages our children to be involved in many more activities.
I've been in this school for about 4 years now. And comparing my former school to this school, I've been built on academically, socially, and morally. Apart from our interesting interaction with teachers, we get to enjoy extracurricular activities such as basketball, football, lawn tennis, table tennis, cadets, and many more.
The extracurricular activities were very good. So if they could go on with the clubs, the football, and all the sports activities we used to have, that's also a very good thing.
It was a fun period, and I don't think I'll do anything to change that particular period of my childhood. It was a very, very interesting time then.
The teachers are well trained, they are well resourced, and they provide just what the child needs to excel in his or her education.
We want to educate the whole child. So the child walks out and stands out. It becomes very clear that this is a child who has gone through Crown Prince because they have certain abilities that other children who've gone through similar basic schools don't have. And that's what we're working on, is bringing in the international aspect. There's good and bad in that, to be honest with you, but what you want is for the child to be a Ghanaian child, but have an international understanding. And so giving them that skill set where no matter what platform you put them on, they're able to stand their own.
And this helped change our outlook onto life. It opened up or broadened our horizons, and we didn't end up thinking in that narrow way most students would end up thinking. Most people just want to come to school, score their grades, and then go on to the higher level. But we had the opportunity to learn stuff that would actually help shape us for the future. I think they did a very good job with most of us, because most of my colleagues, lawyers, engineers, we are doing quite well. And I think it's because of how we're brought up.
We make sure that we go through a rigorous process when it comes to interviewing teachers. We make sure that most of our teachers have their degrees, and some of them even have their higher degrees, their masters. We have resources such as the computer lab as well. We have libraries so the children can always be well equipped and can read and do more research. And just overall, the environment fosters creativity and allows their minds to be broadened.
It's my firm belief that how the environment in which anyone is brought up in actually determines what they would become. And the narrow-mindedness of some of our training institutions is probably the reason why we lack focus and we lack ingenuity to solve some of the problems that are facing us as a nation. But I believe that when the environment is as varied and as interactive as they made it for us back then you actually get opportunity to use those skills you learn at solving problems by studying them critically. You're able to apply those things to the life that you live in future, and then you use that to solve problems unconventionally.
It's not been easy in terms of our education system in Ghana, especially helping students and also Ghanaians to be able to develop skills. It's not been easy. And for Crown Prince, how they are able to do that so well, I think it's something that I really commend them about. For 25 years, doing this so well, I equal to them.
we had time in our final year as we prepared for the BEC. We were given, let me say, special attention. Yeah, so that's enabled all of us to get into good or moderately good schools. Yes, so that also was a very good thing they were doing at that time.
We started writing the BEC in 2004 and have shocked a lot of successes since. You can find our students, which are over 1,200. We have graduated since all over the country in the different professions. We have at least about 10 doctors, we have teachers, we have policemen and women, we have bankers, you name it. You can find them also in China, in the United States of America, Germany, Norway, Britain. So we are very proud of what they have achieved so far and being ambassadors of Crown Prince Academy.
Our performance as a school at the BEC over the years has been simply amazing. For our 25 years of existence, our students come out of the examination halls with excelling performances that send joy and gladness into the hearts of all stakeholders. Just last year, 2017, we registered 77 candidates for the examination. All of these candidates had 100% pass. This is but an example of the many excelling performances that have been a commonplace in the records of Crown Prince Academy.
Whilst I was there were very good teachers who knew what they were doing. Yes. These days you don't get that in every school.
Yes, for 25 years now, Crown Prince Academy has put out the objective of ensuring that students have the best learning atmosphere. And this is actually captured in our vision and mission statement. By setting this target or goal for ourselves, we ensure that our physical environment provides just that. So we can see from our classrooms that our piece of furniture is the best as you can find in any school environment. We also ensure that the human environment is in its best form. We also take the health of our students into consideration. We ensure that they are healthy and are always in school so that they do not fall sick as a result of what they take into their body.
And then make sure those who don't report to school, especially the kids, we call them. We call them to find out why they are not able to come in, to show how much we care. After all, one of our 8 C's in CPA is to care. We care a lot about all the stakeholders if Crown Prince Academy family is concerned.
The school, through its kitchen staff, provides the best meal, healthy meal for the students. Our students are not allowed to buy food from outside.
Here at Crown Prince Academy, we have multiple facilities. Some of the facilities available are a sports center for basketball, football, tennis, and many other activities. We also have a library that is well equipped with all the necessary books for all the children to enjoy. We also have a computer lab, both at the main school and at the annex, that are well equipped with brand new computers. A multi-purpose hall is also available for the children for drama classes, dance classes, and other programs such as graduation.
Moving the teacher to understand that they can be themselves with the children is always a challenge because usually there's that barrier of teacher and students. Now, letting the pupils understand that you are also human, but you're human with a bit more knowledge than they have. And getting them to appreciate that what they say and do is without prejudice, because that's the only way you can identify if a child is understanding something or not understanding it. If you don't give them that space, they may quietly sit in the class, look very disciplined, listen to you, and walk away having learned nothing. So if you don't allow them to be themselves within parameters of discipline and appreciation, then you're never going to get the best out of a child.
Crown Prince Academy reminds me of the words of Ralph Emerson, that the secret behind education is in respecting the students. So one thing Crown Prince Academy did in terms of our student-teacher relationship was to give us that respect. Irrespective of how you are brought up, your family background, and even your academic performance, they still believed in you. and they helped you to be able to bring out that potential in you. And I was able to see that when I left for a period of about 5 years when I came back. It brought up that potential in me to be that excellent student I never thought I was. So that is something that I cherish so much about the school.
We help them to develop spirit of confidence. Yes, you can have all the academic accolades. If you don't have confidence to go out there to compete, all that you have acquired will come to nothing.
Crown Prince has come a far way. It served as a beacon for us because of how they brought us up. It's serving as a beacon to those behind us. I know a couple more people who are on their way to greatness. It's a school that has been modeled in such a way that almost everybody would want to send, in my year group, everybody would want to send their kids back. And almost 14 years down the line, no one has regretted actually attending or having their basic education at Crown Prince.
We've won awards and gone for a lot of programs that have helped me become who I am today. Some include UC Mass Awards, doing excellence in the BEC, and participating and winning in the Toyota Dream Arts car contest.
This year, in our Toyota Dream Car competition, our student Henry Danson will be representing the whole of Ghana in Japan.
What we want to achieve is that in this ever-changing world, that our students will be able to be lifelong learners and have fulfilled lives with whatever they endeavor to do. Because in this world of technology and education, you always have to observe the space and see what is happening and make your students being able to be showing leadership, to be adaptive to whatever will be thrown at them in the future.
I always encourage them to set targets for themselves and be responsible for their own learning and be good leaders when they go, and not just leaders, but transformational leaders.
That is a mindset change, and the only way that can happen is through a kind of slow burn rather than pushing it through, because we teach the way we learn. And if our teachers have learned from teachers who were oracles of knowledge and nothing else, now trying to get them to understand that there are people who learn differently to you. They might be visual learners, they might be auditory learners, they might be kinesthetic learners, they might be research-based learners. All of that aspect, putting into practice, will be our next challenge.
They should keep it up over the next 25 more years, over the next 50 more years. The school should be a force to reckon with. And if they keep up that quality and keep things the way they are right now, or back the way they were when we were there, they would go a very, very far way. I wish them all the best. I wish them greater things ahead, and we would all do our best to make sure that the school keeps shining and to make sure that it keeps educating or impacting the generation as they have us.
So I'd ask the management of the school to go on doing the good work they started when we were all there from the beginning. So they should go on doing that good work. And then for the students, I would just encourage them to study hard, take everything they learn seriously, both in class and out of class. And I wish them all the best.
On behalf of the Prefectorial Board, I would like to say thank you and wish Crown Prince Academy a happy 25th anniversary.
Yes, it's a silver jubilee, and it's noteworthy in that since it's been 10 years since my badge also completed Crown Prince. So that's in conjunction to the silver anniversary of the school. So we are really happy for them. Educating people for 25 years is not easy. The ups and downs, I know it's not been easy, but they've made it possible today. And I'm very happy that they share some memories also with the past students like me. And also on behalf of my year group, I'd like to say a big thank you and congratulations to Crown Prince Academy for helping us, some of us, and also making it possible for us to reach this milestone in our lives. A big thank you to the Managing Director, Susan Prince Boateng, and also the teaching staff, the non-teaching staff, and everyone who made it possible for us to be here today.
On behalf of the Prefectorial Board and the student body, I would like to say congrats to Crown Prince Academy for clocking 25 years.
Celebration.